All right, guys, so I pressed published at 11 o'clock last night, and now it is 7 o'clock in the evening, so it took them, well over a day to actually put the book online. It says that it can take about 72 hours, so they were quicker than that, but they were not as quick as I expected. Even so, I'm glad that the book's alive now, so there he is. I published the ebook version and the paperback version simultaneously, and both of them are already online now. So what's next? Next step, I have here to-do list basically. There we go. This is my to-do list. Get this on a little bit smaller. There we go. So I got a small to-do list for myself. The first thing I'm going to do is actually do the second one. I'm going to ask Amazon to transfer my reviews from the old version to the new one. So that's the first thing I'm basically going to do. To be able to do that, I need the old ASIN number of the previous version. I have that right here. So what I'm basically going to do is send them an email, asking them from, hey, you guys have an old version of this book with this ASIN number, which already has some reviews on it. Could you please transfer the reviews to the new version? I'm not sure if they're going to do that, so let's see and find out. So that's the first thing I'm going to do. After that, I will check up and let you know how that went. So the next thing on my to-do list is we're going to send Amazon an email asking them to change the categories of my book. When I uploaded the book, you are allowed to use two categories. You choose two categories. I basically just randomly chose two categories who has to deal a little bit with the book. And when I didn't choose chick lit because it's like a horror book, so I choose like something like suspense or horror, something like that. It didn't really matter which one I'm going to choose because I'm basically going to ask them to exchange those two for 10 others. So let me see how I did that. I'm going to do that basically. I'm going to do it with you. So we go to Amazon.com, sign in my Alpha Central page. So let's do that. And then again, this contact form. And then we need to make a selection. So I want to ask, I have an issue with my book. Some details. Let's see, update information about the book, I guess. Browse categories. There you go. Please make a selection. I want to update my book browse categories. That seems about right. I will do that by email. The reason you can also ask them to phone you, but the reason I do the email is so I have a log of it. So if there will be any problems in the future, at least I have something to show for. And here's the question thing. So I'm basically gonna sign in. Hello, I want to ask you if you can move the categories of my book and exchange them for ones. All right, so I'm first asking them to remove the two categories, otherwise they can't put 10 new ones in there. So first remove them. I find the ASIN for the book. And the ASIN is basically your ISBN number for your book on Amazon. So it's basically how Amazon knows which book is which. It's right here. The ASIN, you can find it on product details. So ASIN, just copy this one. The ASIN is, there we go, that one. The categories I want to add are, all right, so that's basically, oh, there we go. Categories, there we go. All right, so the categories, I found that, where my categories, no, not this one. Let me find where my categories are. Books, keywords, there we go. So I already had a file up with everything I needed for the book. So these are the book blurbs basically in HTML. Here I got some ready to go keywords, but also had categories ready here. So basically you just need to upload these strings. I have more, as you can see here. I found more that suited my book, and I just made it black, the ones that I actually wanted to use this time. So basically just going to copy and paste this. So these are 10 categories. You see, I'm going to use the entire string so they know how to find it and where to put it. Copy and paste. There we go. So I was asking them to put that in and see how that goes. I'll keep you updated on that one, on this part as well. And so next thing on my list is actually emailing my launch team with a clean link. I have a group of people that are basically part of my ARC team, my advanced reader team. In the last couple of days/weeks, I sent them the ARC copy of my book of Eden, and they had a chance to read it up front. And now, so I basically want to ask them to leave a review, preferably within the next 48 hours. And I want to do that segmented. So what I mean with that is, you basically want to let the algorithm of Amazon help you out a bit and promote you a bit. They want to preferably see a slow increase of sales every single day. So it's better to start out with, like, say 2 or 4 books the first day, and then the second day you sell like 8 books, and then the next day 12 books, and so on and so on. So that they can see a steady increase of sales. So if I ask everybody, every single one in my group to leave a review right now, of course you get a lot of reviews, but then and a lot of buys, and that's very nice and all. But then after a couple of days, it will already start to decline. So with the segmented part, I hope that I can keep the momentum up for the next couple of days. So I first had my group for about like 40, 50 people, and I just split them up. So like the first 30 people, I asked them to leave a review right now within the next 48 hours. And then within a couple of days, I basically will send an email to my email list. A couple of days after that, I do my Facebook group. So in that way, I hope, yeah, keep that momentum up. There's a reason why I put my novel up in a weekend. I know that some people tell you that you need to do that on a Sunday night, and that they're like Friday, and I think it's Friday, Thursday and Friday are dead days. But from other people, I hear that it doesn't really matter anymore. So the reason I choose to upload it in the beginning of the weekend is simply because I think that if it's a work day and you are at work and you get an email from an author asking them to leave a review, then you basically you're busy with work, so you're thinking, I'm doing that tonight, but maybe you forget it. And when I send an email on the weekend, I hope that people already have some time. Maybe they're already behind that computer and leave the review right away. So that's the reason why I do that. Okay, so we can basically swap that out. I've done this. All right, there we go. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to connect my ebook and my paperback. So stay tuned for that. So next thing I want to do is connect my ebook and my paperback together. So for that, I'm going to the internet. I have my KDP dashboard right here, and you already can see it. Maybe just a little bit smaller. There we go. Here is the paperback, and this is the ebook. So what I just need to do is or click on this one or click on that one. This one doesn't really matter. Now, if you're not sure what it does, you can click on learn more. What it basically says is that if your product details are basically the same, it should link the book automatically. So if you as a customer will go on Amazon and you click a book, it will automatically give you the option to buy the paperback in this case, or the ebook. And if you have audio, it will connect that as well. It should do that automatically. If it doesn't, you just need to contact the support team. This is just to link your book on your bookshelf, so on your own dashboard. So it's basically, I want to connect this book, the link book, see what it does. It takes a while. All right, now I think they're linked now. All right, so that's basically it. Okay, next thing we're gonna do is put the book in Author Central. All right, guys, next up, I'm going to put my book in the Author Central. It's actually relatively easy to do. You just go to Author Central, Amazon.com. If you didn't log in already, just log in. Or if you didn't create one. It's very easy to do. What it basically does is it's basically your homepage, your website, basically on Amazon, where you can list all your books. So if customers click on your name, all your books will appear. So what you basically want to do is go to books. I already have a couple of books there. These are all the different translations of the book. Now, I already gone through this process. So is it already here? Yeah, they're already here. The two books already here. But if you want to add a new book, just add more books. You press in which one you want. You press go, and you will search books. And if this is that's your book, just press in. This is my book. It's basically that simple. All right. So that was that. Then the next thing we do, this is just some small quick things we wanted to do. Next thing was I'm gonna tell SPS that the book has come out. Like you guys know, I work with self-publishing school. Those guys really help me out with yeah, making a baseline and make sure I can do everything step by step. So I just send them an email to let them know that the book is online as well, and they will put that link into their website and communication systems. So I done that as well. I put the link on my website, of course, as well. So if we go to my website, always make sure that your own product is found on your own website. So this is basically my English contact version site. And I just have a buy now button. And I just make sure that if I click here, buy now, people will go to Amazon and they were able to buy the book. Basically, that simple. What else do we do? Okay, the next thing I want to do is, oh yeah, book promotion setup. Already went on to that as well. You have an option to choose of a 5-day book promotion, courtesy to Kindle if you are on Kindle Unlimited. I choose that one. I just choose three or four, but I think I chose 3 days now. I just start with 3 days, and so I have 2 days left, like further on up in the next 30, 60, 90 days. If I need an extra promotion setup, I still have 1 or 2 days left. So I started with 3 days. So I done that one as well. Look into audiobooks. I actually wanted to go to Audible. So, yeah. Oh, I can't spell. There we go. I want to go to Audible. What this basically is, this is run by Amazon. It's part of Amazon, and it makes you let you make or upload your audiobook. Now you can make an audiobook yourself, and you can work with people who will make the audiobook for you. The only problem for me is I live in the Netherlands, and I figured out this morning that these guys you're only working with these guys if you live in the UK, in Ireland, and in the US. They're not in the Netherlands so far, so that doesn't work for me. So I found a different website and registered there, and they need to contact with me so far. So if I know more about that, I'll let you guys know that as well. So if you guys live in the US or UK or Ireland, you can use Audible if you like. I can't, so I need to find something else. All right, next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put some editorial reviews. So wait here for a second, and I'll let see you how I'll put the editorial reviews in. So there's just one thing left to do for me. I want to put some editorial reviews into the book. You also see something about X-ray here, but I need to look into that a little bit more, so I won't do that today. To make some editorial reviews is actually quite easy. Again, you go to your Author Central.com. I think I'm already logged in. I'm already logged in. You go to books, and you find the book that you want to put the reviews in. So I want to do the Kindle edition. And it says here editorial review, so just add an editorial review. It's basically that simple. What does an editorial review mean? It can maybe already have a nice blurb or a tagline that one of your readers or beta readers already told you that they like the book for some reason, or maybe a famous other author or another famous person read the book and loved it. Everything that you think that might help you sell the book, you can put that in there, as long as it's legit, of course. So I'm in a good position, of course, because my book Eden was already published here in the Netherlands a few years ago. So I already have a couple of editorial reviews. Actually put that on my website as well. So yeah, some praise here for Eden. So this from the Stephen King fan club. New World Order, Nerdy Mommy. I had a few others, but I just don't want to overwhelm it with reviews. So I'm basically going to put this 4 into that as well. So that's how you set that one up. Okay, guys. This is basically what I did with the launch. In the next couple of videos, I will show you how everything works out. I'll just keep you posted. So look for the next video.